If you a giver, this video is for you. If you a giver, you must safeguard your energy. If you're a giver, it means you may be a very empathetic person, um, a very reasonable person, a person that desires to view people in the highest of lens, in the highest of vibration, of the highest status that they could ever be. Um, Flawed in nature, um, troubled, selfish, narcissistic, whatever you want to call it. I've been all of these things, but I think I've always been the type of person, or attempted to be the type of person, that viewed people at their highest self, not necessarily always what they were showing me. Um, and I've been like that my whole life. And that made me a giver. That made me empathetic. So, um, and that's a beautiful thing. I revere that. I honor that. Uh, and I wouldn't want to be anyone else but myself. Like, I would not want to have the design and makeup of anything other than what God has made me to be. However, because of that, I have experienced, like, most humans, being taken advantage of, being used. Um, I've, sabotaged things. I've hadn't stood up for myself. I hadn't placed boundaries around myself. I hadn't positioned myself in a position to even get to know myself, right? Because I was a giver. So as a giver, you must protect your energy. How do you protect your energy? How do you protect yourself? Number one, you have to have self-respect enough to do the hard things, like saying no, like sometimes ignoring, like sometimes um, maneuvering around certain situations, people, places, and things. I always had really good intuition. You know, I can tell a couple different stories. Uh, Me and a couple of my friends, we had some issues with some guys. We weren't their primary target, but we had issues with these guys. We were allies with the guys who they really wanted. And I remember this day, we all chilling in these people's neighborhood, and I just got an instinctive feeling of what was gonna happen. And I said, "Man, hey man, let's roll around and go over here and do this," um, because I felt something. And not even 10 minutes later, those guys came and shot that same block that we was just on. So what I'm saying is, as a giver, intuitively, I kind of have became, or always was aware of the intentions of people, right? But in some instances, I had confused or ill intentions too. But in most instances, I had good intentions. And so even if I felt that people had ill intentions towards me, I still believed that I should give, because I was trying to see them at their highest self and not what they were showing me. So number one, you got to have self-respect. And number two, You could still see people in their highest self, but you have to see people based on what they show you, not what you want them to be, right? What you believe them to be. You have to see them for exactly what they're showing you, because lips can go. People can sit and talk and talk and talk. You know, um, I was talking to somebody random the other day that I didn't have no intentions to talk to. Prime example, and I had to shut them down. And they were talking about all the minute details of every piece of equipment that you needed to do everything that you needed to do. When in reality, all you need to do is just execute whatever you need to do. And they were doing that because they were trying to extract the data that I hold that forces me to do it with or without, or doesn't even think about any of these things. I just do what I do, which is fine, which is okay in certain instances when a person really needs it, deserves it, and is only going to use it and value it and respect what's being given and offered to them. But I know that's not the case. They want to talk about the 16 cameramans and they 16,000 lights and all the equipment in the world and everything and all this other stuff, and it's like, just do the work. Just do the work. And like I said, because they were trying to extract the makeup that I sacrificed and suffered for behind closed doors to create for myself. So you have to be aware of people's intentions and motives and see people for who they are. Number 3, you have to establish boundaries and feed yourself. Because if you don't feed yourself, I'm looking for smoke too. I'm looking around, plotting. Who got what I need? Who got what I need? What shorty got what I need? Let me sweet talk her so I can get some of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk to dude. You trying to extract something to put it in your data too. So if you're not pouring into yourself, right? You out looking for it. You know what I'm saying? And then this makes you susceptible. If you're already a giver, it makes you more susceptible to getting belted even more. So you got to be feeding yourself, right? And you have to also not only be feeding yourself, the original point I was trying to make with that is that you have to be filled up enough so that you're not weak when the smoke comes. When people calling your phone or sending you pics, right? Trying to show you, whatever they trying to show you to get you to move off your square, get off your 1-2, you know, when everybody hitting your line and all that. Like, you gotta be locked in. See, for the longest time, I didn't value my abilities, my goals, my gifts. So I would just tell everybody, yo, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because I thought everybody had perfect intentions for me. Everybody loved me. We were all buddies. We're happy and we're brothers and we're singing in its colors, right? Like, that was the MO I was carrying. Everybody loves everybody, and the world is peaches and colors and beautiful, right? Whole time, people won't smoke with me. I use this example. I used to rap, still rap, but just had a studio at the crib, let everybody come through, make beats for people, write songs for people, everything. So I'm from a crew called Prospect. These people is from a different crew. I ain't gonna put the crew out there. Right. They come in my house. We rapping. We battle rapping. I'm really just trying to, cause I'm not really. Even back then I wasn't competitive like that. We rapping. They start making competition, all that. Boom. Next thing you know, we having a whole battle off, 2-on-2. But as the battle continues, I'm noticing like it's like a triple team going on me in my crib, right? Me and one of the dudes have a little heated moment, like we basically face to face, like grill to grill rapping, just like you know what I'm saying? And still, I'm just thinking of it like it's really nothing. Couple days pass. This guy's not at my spot no more, but his two homies is. So he hitting his homies on the bloop phone. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You know, this back when the bloop Johns was up. He blooping, bloop. Hey! This going on. They laughing, ignoring him, respond to him. Oh, yeah, bro, whatever. Joking, playing it off. Meanwhile, mind you, this guy just was all in my face, disrespecting me, came close, confrontation, all that. I'm like, yo, he's saying he about to get jumped, bro. We can't leave him out there like that, right? We got to go help dude. Now, mind you, I'm from a whole different gang. This is not my gang. These just some guys that I rap with from time to time. They from the same gang, though. They are laughing, playing around like it ain't nothing. So I finally convinced them to get up to go help him fight. We get to where they at. It's a little shorty that I be chilling with from time to time, chilling with over there. She see me, what up, boom, boom. We start talking. I guess his shorty and that shorty just had fought, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care. But we get there. I'm the first person to hop out the car, run up to bro. Hey, bro, what's going on? I heard you was with them dudes because I kind of didn't like those other dudes too. So I'm like super pumped to help him. He like, I'll fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get it. Blah, blah, blah. And at first I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. But then he keep talking crazy. So I'm like, oh yeah, I guess he talking about me. Hey, how you doing? I guess he talking about me. So we square up. We about to fight or whatever like that. Everybody holding us back. I'm flabbergasted, to be honest, because I'm like, dang, I thought this was my guy. Right? I thought these guys were my guys. So we get in the car. You know, when it's time to fight, I'm ready to go. So I hit bro like, hey, you know, what's up with that? What were we doing? He like, oh, I said meet him on this block. So I go grab a couple of my guys, hop in my truck. By the time we get over there, it's 150 people over there. Everybody done found out we about to fight. Now, mind you, me and this guy scrap. We do our little 1-2. That was that. But the point I'm making, how does that apply to this? I let these people in my house, fed them, gave them beats, worked with them, went to go help them fight. And the whole time, none of these guys liked me in the first place. The whole time, one of the dudes that was supposed to really be my mans, really just wanted to see if I really was about what I was talking about, because I used to be talking about how I like to fight. Never said that I want to fight anybody, even though this person had already seen me fight like 2-3 times before in the past. Well, 2-3 times is an exaggeration. I say like once or twice. He seen me fight. He definitely seen me fight before. He ain't my man's for real, right? The other dude, he just a stray. He ain't my man's. He's an instigator. And young boy that I end up fighting with, he ain't my man's either. But here I'm in giving all my time and energy. And what did I need them for? I got the studio. I know how to make the beats. I know how to make my own records. What did I need them for? I guess friendship, right? To feel loved and to feel a part of something, to feel validated, to feel like, you know what I'm saying, I have some type of purpose. But technically, when I looked at it, what were they offering me? I didn't need them to motivate me to rap. I didn't need them to motivate me to get to the studio. I didn't need them to. So why am I? And that's what I've learned as I've aged. Like, what do I need people to give me, right? For my time, attention, and affection. What do I need them to give me, right? I ain't like, it ain't hard for me to go to work or do this or do that, do that. I don't need nobody to help me do none of that because I already got it inside of me, just like you got it inside of you. So the last thing is find it inside of you, because whatever you lacking that's not inside of you, people gonna play on that, right? And they're gonna use that to steal what you got inside of you, or to downplay what you got inside of you, to try to railroad you and get you off your track or get you off your pivot because you stand sturdy and you building something that's worth building, right? And they went and squandered or played or had fun or went and tried to do this and do that, and then it ended up being what it been, and then now they doubling back to you, trying to get that confidence up, boost me up, put that battery in me. You know what I'm saying? And I just give them free smoke now. You know what I'm saying? I be ducking calls. Lots of people. My phone ain't never ringed in the past, but it's always ringing now. It's always ringing. It's always ringing. Because I put some respect on it. So lastly, put some respect on your name. Salute to everybody out there, gang. Little Nicky.